What's up, guys? It's Ryan here of Ryan Ed Photography, welcoming you to another episode of Teach Tuesdays. And today I'm going to walk you guys through with the presence sliders in Lightroom. So before I get started, if you guys can please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video. I would appreciate all those good things. It helps me grow the channel and helps me with the YouTube algorithm. So let's go. We're gonna go into Lightroom right now and share our image. Hope you guys are all doing well. So we have our image here in Lightroom. So what we're gonna do, so the last time we talked about these sliders here on the top, but today we are going to talk about these sliders here on the bottom of it. Still in the develop module. So this is our beautiful couple, Joanne and Mike. As you can see them on my Instagram page. So what I'm going to talk about is the texture slider first. I almost lost my train of thought there. So the texture slider, the difference is the texture slider, it only adjusts the contrast in like certain areas. The texture slider improves the contrast in a specific, like in areas, but not in surrounding areas. So if you look, so that's kind of bad, but exaggerated. So the difference between that and the clarity, so the clarity reduces the color a little bit, the color a little bit, and the contrast in surrounding areas. Like wherever it's contrasty, that's where the clarity adds to it. It's a subtle difference, and it reduces the color a little bit, but the texture is more like bleeds, doesn't bleed on the edges. And dehaze, it works for, let's say you have a strong backlight and it washes out a lot of the, in this case we balance it perfectly. But if you have a strong source of light like the sun and it washes out the image, it's like washes out a lot of the contrast. So this is the slider to recover some of the contrast in the image. And if you add it, this is kind of like, yeah, see how like hazy. So if you already have shot a hazy image, so you try to go this direction. So vibrance affects the colors in the image, but from what I've learned is it avoids the skin tone. So you can pump it a lot more just to add to the color in the certain area like colors of in the image, except the skin. So it tries its best to avoid the skin. And the saturation is for the overall colors of the scene. So if you go too high, it destroys the image. If you go here, it turns it to black and white. So a lot of people use saturation sometimes to turn an image to black and white, but it's not really the way to go. There's other forms to turn it to black and white. But then again, there's a million things to do, ways to do. different things in Lightroom and in Photoshop. So I guess that's one way. You just desaturate the image, and then you turn the image to black and white. But so those are the present sliders in Lightroom. So experiment with it. Usually the clarity, it's good for softening the image a little bit, because digital, like photos from the digital cameras, are sometimes too sharp. So clarity, toning it down a little bit helps make it not too strong on in terms of. You can always add sharpness back, but clarity is a good technique, especially when you have tight shots of like faces for portraits. Lower, like lowering down the clarity, not so much, really helps. Also, we have yet to talk about these panels up the top. So we will go over those next time. I just want to keep this video nice and quick and short for this edition of Teach Tuesdays Lightroom edition. We're back doing the Lightroom edition. I know the previous one we did the Photoshop, but today we're back in Lightroom. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I appreciate you hanging with me in our Lightroom series. Hope you guys learned something and understand a little bit of what these sliders do, and not just, you could always send me a message and give me a feedback through all my social media channels. You can find me on Instagram at Ryan Add a Photo, Facebook at Ryan Add a Photo, and here on YouTube, you could leave me a comment in the comment section. So please hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys. Stay healthy and safe. I'll see you on the next edition of Teach Tuesdays. Again, this is Ryan of Ryan Add a Photography. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Welcoming you to another video of 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Before I get started, I would like you guys, if you could please smash that like button. Scrap.